walked into the party, I was like, ain't nobody touching this. I'm sorry.
You don't have to equate oversharing with
being vulnerable, which is what a lot of people do.
Give it a nod, honey.
Just give it a nod.
I'll try to sway you.
Right? It's your sign to do whatever you want to do.
Hi queens, welcome back to Style Unlocked, where I sit down with our stylish faves, talk through their personal style journey, rate some celebrity looks, and play some fashion trivia. I hope these conversations help you unlock your personal style. When it comes to the it girls of fashion and content creation, Simi, also known as Simi Moonlight, is at the top of my list. Representing for all the beautiful, curvaceous queens, Simi's brand is all about championing plus-size fashion, creativity, and confidence. Outside of fashion, Simi is passionate about her self-care and mental health journey and showcases her unfiltered life as a successful full-time content creator who is still figuring it all out. Help me welcome Simi!
Hello.
Is it like so awkward listening to you?
I know. I was like, wow, this is so nice. Like, oh my God.
Yay, we ain't no please around here.
Hello.
We ain't too please. Quickly run through your outfit.
Sweater is from Simon Miller.
So cute.
What's underneath is actually a dress, but I wanted to give a little skirt effect today. You
That's
know
the creativity right there.
You know what I'm saying? So this dress is from Pretty Little Thing. Stockings are from ShareTex. Socks are like Amazon, y'all. Okay. Shoes, honestly, don't remember. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
The coolest schoolgirl.
Yeah, like it's giving schoolgirl. And then hat was actually made by a black designer. Her name is Odie. She's a beautiful crochet designer. Y'all should check her out. Okay.
Yes.
And then quickly jewelry. Jewelry is also black owned. This is from Garnished in Gold, and then this one is Jean Paul Gaultier. So yeah.
So let's get into a little bit of your career and background for those who are not familiar. How did you get into fashion and content creating? Because I don't know this story.
Yeah, I feel like nobody knows the story, honestly. So fashion and content creating was something that happened, I want to say, right at the height of lockdown pandemic.
Really?
Yeah. So I used to work in marketing, actually, and I was working for a pretty big company before the pandemic.
Okay.
And then the pandemic hit, so everyone was at home. So I was like, I want to work on my closet. Like, now that I have more money and I have more time, let me like add some more things to my closet. And I started just playing around with clothes a lot more. And essentially, I posted this one reel on Instagram. It was right when reels started like popping off a little bit. Yeah. And it went viral, and I was like, oh.
What was the reel?
It was just an outfit, like Valentine's Day options. Oh. Yeah, it was right before Valentine's Day, so Valentine's Day options, and I was like, oh yeah, and people really loved it, and I was like, oh my God, so that's how that right. I was like, that's how that happened, and then I just kind of kept going, with no real intention of actually making it a thing, you know, but it became a thing. Yeah. So I was like, okay.
That's honestly, I feel like that's the best way that it happens, because then it's so genuine. Yeah. And like, I was just sharing because I wanted to share.
Because I wanted
to be helpful and like just provide a little value, put a little entertainment out there.
That's exactly how it works out for literally my entire life. Yeah. Honestly.
Things that they're just supposed to happen for you.
Yeah. They do. It just works out, you know?
I love that. Yeah. Okay. What's been the highlight of your content creation journey so far, or something you're most proud of in your career?
I think
because you're involved in a lot of things.
Yeah, I've been doing quite a bit for the last few years. I think my most proud moment would be working for Savage X Fenty. Yeah, that was a really cool moment. Like, they flew me to LA. We did a whole photo shoot. It was so cool. I was like, oh my God,
to do the thing.
This is your sign to do whatever you want to do. Yeah. Okay. Honestly.
Okay. And do you find it difficult or freeing being able to showcase your life and your vulnerability?
Ooh.
Because you do it so, I don't even know if well is like so naturally, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, is that easy for you? Is it just like, this is what it is, and I like to share, and I just need to get stuff out? Or you like make it an effort to do?
I think for me, it's pretty easy, honestly. Before I was doing anything fashion related, I was actually known for my writing and my poetry. So that for me, it was natural to kind of transfer those skills of being vulnerable to a different space.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. So for me, I think how I balance it without necessarily putting all my business out there is just talking about situations that I think a lot of people go through, you know, and being like, oh yeah, I've been through this situation and here's how I'm feeling about it.
You do that well. You share without giving details.
Yeah.
But what you share still feels
yeah, because people would be
really,
like, what happened with you? And so I'm like, girl, you don't even know all that.
But
I'm going to tell you how I felt during it.
In certain situations.
Exactly.
I'm like,
exactly.
I
yeah. So it's like, it's a very delicate line to balance because I think a lot of people are like, you know, especially when it comes to the story times on TikTok and stuff like that, people really divulge a lot of their life. And I'm like, I don't think I need to give details.
You don't have to equate oversharing with
being vulnerable, which is what a lot of people do, you know? So I think, you know, maybe I should teach a course on like how to
I agree, because I also feel like you sharing and being vulnerable is like healing too.
Yeah.
But again, still without having
absolutely
to tell all your business.
Yeah.
That's something we all
for sure.
Okay, we're gonna get into our first segment. And I'm very excited about this. This is Hot or Not, which is one of our favorite games.
Oh, Lord.
But we're gonna do Hot or Not 2024 trends.
Oh,
so,
okay.
I picked this just for you because I know you got an opinionated queen.
You know, I
right
be
here.
talking.
So she's gonna look at the trends.
I be talking.
That are people are talking about for 2024.
Okay.
You're gonna tell us if it's hot or not and why.
Okay.
Right. Trend number 1, showcasing the bra being on show. This is a very 2000s thing.
It is. I think it's hot if everyone is accepting the fact that not everybody's gonna have small titties.
That part. Level of judgment.
Yeah.
That comes. And I don't even have the largest chest, but I get the what.
Girl,
why is your shirt so low? Why
can I see your whole boob? I'm like, girl, it's a look.
And I'm like, you're a girl, I'm a girl. Like,
right. That's what I'm saying. So that's why I'm like, you know, I want it to be hot, but I want it to be
But you also understand the society we live in.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll do maybe.
So, okay, we'll do maybe.
We'll do maybe.
Do lukewarm.
We'll do lukewarm.
So, right, to the next trend. Okay, this is fringe. So, I feel like fringe is coming back, but like less cowboy. And more just like texture.
Yeah.
Just like almost giving like crochet kind of, you know, like as just like a detail.
I really love the fringe.
Yeah.
But now it's like more creative and fun, and it can still also be very elegant, which I like as well. So I'm loving this.
I love
honestly.
it. Hot.
Yeah.
She's hot. Okay.
Yeah, she's hot.
Next up is capri pants, pedal pushers. Whatever you like to.
What do they call them? Pedal pushers?
Pedal pushers is what they're calling them now. I'm just going to put it out there. I already bought a pair. But here's the thing. This is my era.
Goodbye.
This is my era. I bought a pair of Wardrobe NYC. I actually bought them last Fashion Week, and I just didn't get the look off. So then when I saw this, I was like, I'm getting it off. But
this is a not for me specifically.
Just give it a not, honey.
Just give it a not, because it's like
I'll try to sway you.
Right? You really.
Once the summer rolls around.
You really were. But I feel like for me, I'm not a fan of like tight upper items.
Gotcha,
I love if this were like, what do they call them? Gauchos? Yeah. Like I would love it. I love gauchos, you know, because they're flowy.
So you don't mind the length.
I don't mind the length, but I don't like them being tight.
That makes total sense. So that's like a personal style.
Yeah, for me it's just not for me, because it feels like strange. Like I don't know, it feels strange to me. But
I mean, it can go athletic very
very quick. Yeah. Like if you style it, just one thing is off, it could be very athletic. You know?
They're not. I would say it's definitely not it's not an easy trend to wear.
Yeah,
like
it's not.
Even when
you really have to know yourself for this type of trend, I think. Yeah.
Agreed. Okay.
Yeah, so that's not for me.
That's a not.
And
bows and ribbons and all the things. She is. I feel like we were into bows for a while, and now it's just they're putting bows on everything.
Now they're putting bows on everything, and I'm sick of it. No, it's a not for me.
It's a not. Is it just too girly?
Like, why do I want to walk around looking like a gift, a present every day? Period. I mean, but I don't need to make it known. It's like, girl.
And they're doing like, this is kind of an example.
Yeah,
like,
the sweater.
Yeah, just like little bows on everything.
I feel like they call it, on TikTok, I feel like they call it the coquette style.
That's what I love about trends, because if you already are coquette, right?
It makes sense.
Now you just can find more stuff.
Yeah.
Right? You can go out almost any store and like
actually find something, right?
And
you don't have to buy it all anymore.
Because next year, exactly, you're gonna be back to making them.
Right, yeah. But this is like a not for me. I think the bows should stay in the 2000s.
Period.
And leave us alone.
Next, I already know how you feel about this one. This is Sheer. Sheer.
Yes.
She's been here for a while and she's staying.
I love her. I love Sheer.
Yeah. Why?
I don't know. I think Sheer is just such a good, like, you can style Sheer with anything.
That's what is so
during
interesting to
any
see.
season too.
It's evolving.
Yeah.
It's been on the trend cycle for like 2 years.
Yeah.
And every time it's like a new report that comes out, it's styled a different way, and it looks very different.
I love that people are, I feel like what I used to see all the time was sheer skirts and sheer dresses, but I love that sheer pants are coming in.
Sheer pants, yeah.
You know, I'm loving the more sheer tops that I'm seeing. Like, I really love, and also the different colorways. You know,
I feel like it's such an easy way to like bring a little sex appeal,
like,
but also bring some texture.
Yeah, it's so good. This middle picture, 8. I'm gonna actually steal that.
Yeah.
I will be wearing that outfit.
Oh, that's the one. Next up, we have Preppy. Preppy is, I feel like we haven't seen.
That's what I'm wearing today.
It is. Look at you, trendsetter. Preppy comes and goes. You know, if it's your style, it's always around. But it's like hardcore preppy. And I feel like it's kind of almost like your look, like fun preppy, not like Ralph Lauren preppy.
Yeah, I agree. I love a preppy. I think it's an easy like silhouette to follow as well with preppy, which is why I really like it. It's usually like skirt, little bit tighter top, you know, oversized sweater. It's like something easy to follow, especially when I don't feel like, and I don't feel like, when I don't feel like thinking about what I'm gonna wear, I'm like, let me just follow this formula, you know? It's a trend that is really easy to incorporate into your personal style as well. Like, even if you're not a preppy person, it's something that you can just easily like,
oh, I just want to be,
let me just add a sweater today. You know, let me add a pleated skirt today. Yeah, it's very cute.
All right.
So hot for me.
Hot.
Period.
Next up, next up is Sailor.
And what is going on?
Like, excuse me? Sailor themed. That is a trend, and it's. I honestly didn't even get as much representation as I wanted. Yeah. Like, I saw a few videos about it and articles, but it's like full on. You know, those like big
Sailor.
Yeah, and hats.
I think not. I think that's the last one,
Okay, that was hot or not. You did amazing, sweetie.
Yay.
Get into the personal style. That's why we're all here. What does fashion and style mean to you?
Ooh.
I know. This is such a you question.
Yeah, this is such a me question. I feel like I say this all the time. For me, I feel like it means self-exploration and also self-expression as well. I am someone who is really not into the rules. Anyone who knows me knows. Yeah, anyone who knows me knows this. I am someone who is always proposing almost like fashion anarchy, you know, where you kind of just do your own thing.
Like, oh, I can't do that?
No. Right. Like, who said that?
Actually,
I really love the idea of fashion being a tool for like our healing and our expression and our growth, and I feel like that's what it means to me for sure. Yeah.
Describe your style in 3 words. Our favorite.
3 words.
I know. I mean, if you have more, I'll let you slide.
Right, because you know I be talking, girl. 3 words. I would say expressive. Shape-shifting.
Ooh, that is such a good descriptor.
Yeah. And honest. Yeah.
You're so deep. I really enjoyed it. Who's your fashion icon?
Wow, that's difficult.
I know. Or icons. It could be growing up. It could be present, past.
I feel like I have so many. Obviously, you. Duh. But I think you really taught me like the importance of understanding how to mix and match things. Like, I feel like that was something I really appreciated when I first started following you. I really like Tanika. I really like Paloma, you know, the model, Paloma. Those
are the people that like just open your eyes to like, fashion is here to serve me. Yeah. I'm not here to fit into it. Yeah. It is here to fit my life and my body and make me feel good.
Yeah. Monroe. I feel like Monroe's style she is really street style, but she's also so elegant, you know? So I feel like she
mixes
combines,
them very well.
She like combines those pieces of herself in a way that I feel really inspired by.
Her style is so indicative of the person she is.
Yeah.
And which is like the ultimate goal, right?
Right.
Where it's like, I get dressed and this is exactly how I feel on the inside. What is your go-to outfit formula? You don't have time to think, you're in a rush, and you're like, I gotta put that shit on. That always makes me feel like $1,000,000.
Definitely poofy skirt or poofy bottom. Some boots, probably. Oversized top. Or maybe a tightened top, depending on the season.
Okay.
Like if I want to show off the body, you know what I'm saying? Some sort of scarf. I love me a scarf.
You do.
I love me a
scarf.
You love it. I love me a hat. Yeah, like a scarf, a hat, and chunky jewelry to kind of
elevate it.
Yeah.
What is one piece of advice you would leave for a curvy girl looking to build her wardrobe?
Ooh. I was actually about to make a TikTok on this the other day because I was like, I feel like I've actually really...
You have cracked the code. Like, you
I have built my wardrobe. Like, I love my wardrobe. Yeah. Like, I was like, wow. I have pieces. Like, I have pieces up in that thing, okay? My piece of advice would definitely be to start slow, you know? Don't rush yourself to become any sort of version of yourself. I think one of the reasons why I really enjoy my wardrobe now is because I actually allowed it time to build, you know?
You just added so thoughtfully.
Yeah, like don't be afraid to have to repeat items as well. Like I think for me, that was my key. Like people would always be like, you know, like you wear the same thing often, but it's like you're wearing it in a different way, you know? So I think that's actually what helped me train my eye to be more stylish, was actually looking at items and saying, maybe I can wear it this way, maybe I can do it this way. And even if no one else likes it, like it's still something that I am willing to experiment with, you know?
You do that so well.
Yeah.
Like you can, and that's the thing when you're not just filling your closet with a bunch of stuff. You are trying to figure out how to get the most out of every piece.
Absolutely.
And that is the key. That's the fun.
Well, I love saving money.
But that's the thing.
Yeah.
Like I can't wait to restyle something.
Exactly.
Like sometimes I put on an outfit and I'm like, I can't wait to wear this the next time.
Exactly.
Like, even though
in
it looks
different
cute
way,
this
cooler
time.
way.
Yeah.
Right,
I'm like, but I already have another idea.
Yeah.
Like I can't wait for that time.
That's exactly how I feel. And I think for me, I have items in my closet that I have kept for literally years. That are not expensive either. Yeah. You know, that they don't necessarily have to be like from designer brands. Like I've had items in my closet that like I've gone from Pretty Little Thing that have been in my closet for years. And that's because I just don't feel the need to rush into any sort of, you know, like every time I buy a bulk order, like I return maybe 50% of it.
It never works out.
Yeah.
And when you buy one, you're like, you have thought about it.
Yeah, like I thought about it.
And then I wear
I thought about it.
Same. When I get a bag full of shit, I'm always like,
right.
I don't even remember picking this. There just was not enough attention.
Right. No, I agree. Also, one more tip is that the way that I used to shop back in the day was more so focused on specific outfit ideas that I had. Like I don't shop like that so much anymore. Like I try to focus on maybe something that I feel like I'm missing in my closet now. But before it was like, I have this outfit idea in my head. How can I
bring it to life?
Gotcha. And like, where can I shop to bring it to life? You know, like I literally had mood boards of outfits that I wanted to create. And I was like, okay, cool. But I also tried to make sure that the items I was buying were multi-use as well. So yeah.
So take your time.
Yeah, take your time.
Which is why we're here, which is why the show exists. Because it is a journey. Like, I cannot overemphasize that enough. Yeah. And for everyone that sits down did not just wake up and we're like, I'm the most stylish bitch that ever lived. Like literally. Everybody was like, oh, wow, this sucks. Or I'm not liking how I look. Or I'm not enjoying my closet. Like, what do I need to do?
Agree.
And just take your time. Moving on. This is going to be fashion confessions.
Oh, okay.
So this is just, you know, first thing that comes to your mind, but I know you're going to have very strong opinions on these questions. They all have to do with fashion, of course.
Okay.
Which brands, designers, fashion houses consistently miss the mark when it comes to curvaceous, plus size, not straight size clothing? And you're just like, every time
Sorry.
No, that's what I'm saying.
I know that's the girl's favorite. Yeah. Area, honey.
Yeah.
Like, what is going on behind the scenes, babe?
Yeah.
I feel like not only are there items not very practical, in my opinion. Already. But it's like, if I added even 5 pounds to this person who's wearing this, it would combust. The item would combust.
I was gonna say, outside of even curvy or plus, I don't even think they really fit mid-size.
Yeah, like I don't think that they're a great. It's
the fit. You can tell when people make clothes, to me, for like all women.
Yeah,
and it's just the fit. The few things I have, they're just not easy to wear.
That's what I'm saying. Like I gotta think about this right now. Like I don't like that. Like I feel like everyone that I see that wears Area, it's usually like they wear it once and they never wear it again. Honestly,
I would have to agree. What is one trend you are happy to leave in 2023?
I'm happy to leave personally.
Yeah. And you'd also love if everyone left it.
Like shopping before an event.
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I think I've really gotten out of that habit. Yeah. I think when I first got into the space and
it's easy to do.
And I was like, oh shit, like these girls are dressing up. I was like, yo, I said I did not know we were being serious.
I just
over
thought
here.
It was a Tuesday.
Right. Okay. When I first got into the space, especially during Fashion Week, I was like, I feel like I need to like dress to the nines right now, you know? So I would always shop before an event, always shop before anything that would be considered special. And I think I've really gotten out of that habit.
Especially because now you are so thoughtful with your purchases.
Yeah.
You're like, I know I have a banger in this closet.
Yeah.
You just need to sift it.
I just need to like look through it.
I just recently got out of that.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of effort.
Yeah.
Like I have told myself like this Fashion Week I'm not buying anything. I have too much shit in my closet and someone's gonna loan me something else.
You do have a lot of stuff in your closet for real.
I don't need.
Yeah. Me too. But I'm also not going hard this Fashion Week. I'm like, I'll do my little dinners and, you know, events here and there, but I'm not pressed about.
I feel like that's kind of the vibe.
Yeah. You know?
I'm just chilling,
right? I'm like, I'm chilling, okay?
What is your biggest fashion ick?
Ugh. Ew. Biggest fashion ick. I feel my biggest fashion ick is people telling other people what to wear.
Every day.
That's actually my biggest fashion ick.
Mine too.
I hate the like.
Because why do you care?
Because like, what? It's like, oh, here's how to dress if you want to be feminine. Here's how to just stop.
Yeah.
Like I wanted to stop.
Yeah.
Like all of these little
and then people
trends.
It drives me crazy when like there's that content and then there's just people that come into your comments
being like, oh, it would have looked better. It would have looked better with the. I don't care. Just so you know.
Well, no, the rule is this. I'm sorry. Did someone ask what the rule was on how to wear white pants?
Right.
I certainly didn't.
Yeah, that's my biggest fashion ick. Like all of these fashion trends that become personality traits, like the mob wife, whatever, you know, trend. It's like, what's going on?
Are y'all going out and buying stuff for this?
No, but I also want to know like what's happening at home, because I feel like maybe there's a void there that you're trying to fill. Like it's like, I don't know what's happening, because why are you trying to like become so many different people? You know, like why not just be you?
Of that. Okay. Next segment, questions from the queen. So these are people that know you, that follow you, and they had some questions. I love this. This is a new segment.
I'm shocked, actually.
I know. I put it on our Instagram and the YouTube community.
Okay.
This is real people.
Okay.
You. Okay. First question. Did you find your footing in the fashion space as a curvy creator? Do you always aim to stand out, or did you curate your style just based on things you liked?
Definitely curated my style based on things I like. I think in the beginning, when I was feeling pressure to maintain the momentum around my content, I was looking to stand out, but I quickly got out of that. I was like, this is for you, and if it's gonna be the best, then it has to remain for you, you know? So I started curating based on what I like, honestly.
Do you find fashion events such as New York Fashion Week worth it for plus size girls in fashion despite the lack of inclusivity? I know you got a lot to say about this. Next time I'm gonna keep the names in here.
Child. I think you like
I'm gonna touch your hand
because no, really. I think you have to really understand what your goals are for Fashion Week. and it doesn't even matter if it's New York. It can be London, you know, Paris, Milan. Like you have to know what your goals are. And I think what I'm hoping for this year and the following years is that less people feel obligated to show up if they don't want to show up, you know? And I think a lot of times if what you're looking for is visibility because you're coming to Fashion Week, I can assure you that that's not how it works. And like, that's not to say that you can't like get your content off and things like that, but it's more so in the sense that going to one Fashion Week is not going to change your life in the way that you think it might, especially as a curvy creator. A lot of these brands are not going to carry your size. And a lot of the times, like, not even a lot of times, the specific reason for Fashion Week is so that buyers can come and buy clothes from the designers for their spaces. So the designers aren't thinking about who's in attendance outside of the fact that it can increase their visibility. So I think if it's like, if you don't mind being a tool in that kind of game, then go ahead, do your thing. But like, if you're more so looking to gain something from Fashion Week, I wouldn't recommend it. I just think it's not something to prioritize, especially if you're looking for it to kind of make you feel valuable as a creator. Like, it's just not.
Because it'll do the opposite.
Yeah, it's actually gonna make you cry probably. You're gonna be like, oh my god, like everyone hates me.
Yeah, I think the why is so important.
Yeah.
If you are coming for community, if you have things, I always tell people, if you have things lined up, like I feel like my first few Fashion Weeks were better than some of the later ones. Yeah. Because my expectations were so low. Yeah. That I was just coming because we've been talking in DMs and now we're going to have dinner and then I can meet someone else and then we'll have a photo shoot together and it's community and then if anything else comes up, amazing. Yeah. But then once you try to make it a business thing and you're like, oh, I'm here to work.
It becomes an issue.
You working.
Yeah, you working.
For free.
And not only that, a lot of the times designers really want you to buy into the brand before they start to recognize you as someone that is a part of their communal space within the brand. Like, it took me, I want to say like 2 years of consistently buying from Hanifa before me and her kind of garnered a personal relationship, you know? And I think it's
especially
like,
at our level of like influence, if you want to say, because yes, are we putting them in front of new eyeballs? Yeah. But we're also not like, I also don't have 8 million followers.
Right. And I also don't have like buyers on my back, you know, like on my line. Yeah. Being like, oh, where did you go? You know, like I feel like that's what designers are really looking for. So, you know, I don't think it's really as beneficial as people make it seem.
How are you consistently able to curate outfits from start to finish, head to toe, that are the perfect representation of you in every way?
That's such a nice question. I think it goes back to what I said earlier. Like, fashion is a feeling, you know? So I think I really try to be in tune with myself and how I feel that day and how I want to represent that feeling for that day. And I think for me, it's like, I have worked so hard to be able to trust myself, especially when it comes to what I wear, you know? And I also think I've had personal experiences, like in my personal life, that have overemphasized that need for trust as well. So I think it just kind of flows into me getting dressed as well. So I think if you're trying to understand how to curate outfits for yourself, you really have to first learn how to trust yourself, you know? Like, you can't be focused at all in any way what someone else is going to say about your outfit.
That is
point blank period.
That is a game changer. Okay, we're on our last segment. Yeah. This is how we always end the show. This is reflection time. Okay. I'm going to ask you to name a time when, and you're going to name it. Okay. Okay. You ready? This is really going to get in there.
Okay, I'm period.
Name a time when you felt most confident in your own skin.
Ooh. That's a good one.
This is like so you kind of question.
Yeah, these are like really good questions, honestly.
Thank you.
Most confident. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like I feel really confident all the time.
I love this.
I'm not gonna lie. If I had to name it through like an outfit I wore for New Year's Eve, like that purple Hanifa dress. Yeah.
We'll pop it up on the screen.
Yeah.
That may be my favorite.
That was my favorite. That was probably like, I was like, oh, I'm really like in my.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just.
Yeah.
represented you so well.
Like I walked into the party, I was like, ain't nobody touching this. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I know everyone looks beautiful, you know, really? But like me right now, I'm great, you know? Like, that's really how I felt. That's really how I felt, yeah.
Name a time when you were so... Well, this is that. You just answered this one, too. Name a time when you were so in love with your outfit you didn't want to take it off.
Oh, my God, yeah.
That was that.
I did not, like, first of all...
You were like, let's stay out all night.
Well, we did stay out.
And you're like, let's get breakfast.
All night.
Let's just...
And I was like, God, I just don't want to take this... Like, I don't want to take this off.
I love that feeling. Yeah. That's...
Yeah.
Immaculate. Yeah. Okay, name a time when you felt most supported by your online community.
Ooh. Honestly, I feel like, well, does that have to be related to fashion?
No.
Okay. I feel like when I posted on TikTok about like going through my breakup, like I feel like I was like, oh, I was not expecting this to go viral, one.
Yeah.
But then two, like the amount of comments, like I had people coming up to me in Ghana being like, oh my God, like when you posted that video, like thank you so much. I was like, you're on another continent right now. Like what do you what do you mean, you know? But it was so, like the amount of DMs I got where people were like, if you want to hang out, like, you know, like I really appreciated that. And yeah, it really made me kind of regain hope in social media again. Yeah.
That's so necessary.
Like people were so nice.
You're like, okay, I kind of like this place.
Yeah, I was like, okay, I won't delete my TikTok.
Name a time when you felt unstoppable.
Oh, unstoppable. I want to say 2022. That was such a fun career year.
Yeah.
It was a career, like a career year for sure. It really like kicked off a lot of projects, a lot of different things. And I felt unstoppable in the sense that I felt as though I was just really, really in my element, you know? Even though it was kind of new for me, I was still like very confident and very myself, and I feel as though that is what opened doors for me.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think all of 2022, honestly.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Well, that was our last question. Thank you for being on the show. Where can everyone find you?
Oh, okay. So you can find me on TikTok at Simi Moonlight. You can find me on Instagram at Simi Moonlight, and then on YouTube at With Simi.
And she's going to be posting more on YouTube.
Oh, God. Eventually. February.
We're going to get her there.
I'll be there.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope you love this episode with Simi. I'll see you guys on the next one. And thanks for stopping by.
Bye.
See ya.